Hi, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today to talk about some really exciting news from Medtronic, the MiniMed 670G system. So you may have heard that we recently received FDA approval for the world's first hybrid closed loop system.
Yes.
Is that right? Now we won't be ready to, there's a lot for us to prepare, so we will be shipping in the springtime. But in the meantime, we're here to answer your questions. And we've received some really great positive response from the community, so thank you for peppering us with questions. I'm really, really thrilled to be here with two of my favorite people. I'm Carrie Hallbaker. I lead the social media program here at Medtronic Diabetes, and I'm thrilled to be joined with our Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Francine Kaufman, and our Chief Patient Officer, Louis Diaz. So a little bit about our folks. So Dr. Kaufman, of course, world-leading pediatric endocrinologist. She has published what?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
A
but
lot?
I've been around a very long time working very hard in the field of type 1 diabetes.
Yes, 30 plus years dedicated to the care, the research, and advocacy in type 1 diabetes. She's also a published fiction author.
Absolutely.
And a very, very proud grandma.
Yeah, the best.
The best, right? Best grandkids ever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And Louis joined Medtronic, what, maybe a year and a half ago?
Just about a year ago, yeah.
Yeah. And
I'm glad to have you, Louis.
Thank you.
And he brings 20 plus years of experience with consumer companies and all about smart insights in order to power marketing and R&D and create really great customer experiences for audiences. So we're thrilled to have him.
Absolutely, listening to you, listening to our patients.
Yeah, and his job is, along with Anne, is to put you as a patient and you as a person at the center of absolutely everything you do. So he's very passionate about insights, about design, about soccer, and about his family, beautiful wife, and 3 kids. So, well, before we get started, I have to remind everyone that you can find important safety information about the products that we're going to discuss today at www.medtronicdiabetes.com/important safety information. And so, let's start out with Louis. Just tell me what you think of this new system and what it means for people with diabetes.
So, good morning, good afternoon to everyone. We're a little nervous, but we're excited to be doing this. We're
Some of us aren't so nervous, Louis.
Fran has done this before. Now, sincerely, I just want to express a few feelings that kind of represent, I think, what Medtronic employees, I think what I feel, I think a lot of people feel. One is that we're so happy. We're so happy to bring innovation, meaningful innovation to our patients and into the market. We're surprised. We're surprised that this has been so fast. It's all taken place just really fast, but we're thrilled because of that. But most of all, we're in awe. We have great admiration for just what has taken place. We're in awe that this has taken place together with so many Medtronic employees, in partnership with the FDA, in partnership with JDRF, just listening to so many of you that have asked for this. And Fran has been there from the beginning, so I'll let her tell sort of a longer story about how we made all this happen together with so many people. And it's been from the top, whether it's Omar Ishrak, our president, or Human Akami, our president of diabetes. Everybody has been involved and made this a priority the last few years, really. But I'm also in awe of the historical milestone that it represents for all patients with diabetes. It's really an honor, and we're humbled to be part of this moment. And then thirdly, I'm in awe of the fact that our community has been tremendous. The community has expressed so many thanks, so much happiness that has come through. So I'm just thrilled for all of that. And what it also means is that there's a lot of responsibility for us all. We want to make this right. It's a big responsibility. So we'll be very conscientious to really create a new way of helping our patients dealing with diabetes.
Fantastic. And Fran, let's get your experience, your perspective. You've worked on this so hard, so long.
For actually decades, since the first pump and sensor came together in our integrated system, and I was still in academia at that point. And actually, you know, I came here to be able to see this end part of the journey to get the hybrid closed loop in a package, in a box, and out to, I hope, as many of you who want it. So it's, to me, about outcomes, about something that can help the patient adjust where they can adjust. So this automation of the delivery of the basal insulin is truly significant, makes a huge difference in getting that glucose to target, reducing hypo and hyperglycemia, improving A1C, and that's what we saw in our pivotal trial. So I could not be more thrilled with the outcomes, and I think you'll all see that it's really a game changer. So it's that next big leap in diabetes management, improving your outcome, making you healthier, hopefully happier, and I think what Lewis has taught me, really helping to reduce the burden of managing this disease and making it really a much better journey for everybody who has that diagnosis.
Sounds really exciting, doesn't it? So now I'm going to ask you how it actually works. Can you what does it mean to be a hybrid closed loop? Yeah.
So it's about automating part of insulin delivery. So somebody who's going to use this device is wearing a sensor, and our new sensor for this, actually kind of 2 generations from where we are now in the United States, the sensor is remarkable. I couldn't have asked for a better functioning sensor, and obviously it's got to be really good if the FDA is going to let us drive automating insulin delivery from that sensor. And then in the pump, there's no basal rates when you're in auto mode. You need to figure out your meal, do your best estimate, take your dose through your, obviously, bolus wizard carbohydrate ratio. Before you start to eat, it always works best before you start to eat. That's got nothing to do with any of the devices. It's got to do with kind of the way insulin works. And then after that, the device, the automated feature, will adjust those basal insulin delivery every 5 minutes, so that if you're a little too high, it brings you down, a little too low, it stops and brings you back up, targets you to a glucose value of 120 milligrams per deciliter. And with that, A1C improves, time and target improves, and we just think people will feel better, less glycemic variability, do better, and be healthier.
Great. Now, one of our top questions that we've received from the community, but you mentioned the 120 milligrams per deciliter, is can I change that target?
So you cannot change that primary target, but you can change it for exercise or illness, so you can elevate it to 150, but it is fixed at 120. I think 120 is a really nice glucose value to have. It's really safe, and we've shown in this pivotal trial that it reduces A1C, gets to the kind of target range that we think is really important for people with diabetes. So although people think, oh, I should be 100 or maybe 80, 120 actually will give you a really safe, effective glucose value for your health.
Great. And keeping it at 120 helped us get to market faster, right?
Absolutely.
I mean,
if we had variable rates, we'd have to do a pivotal trial on each one value.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Lewis,
yes.
Can you talk a little bit about the choices that the system offers?
Yeah. So I think of it as really the hybrid closed loop, but a whole lot more. So we've been listening to patients, we've been listening to you, and clearly, first and foremost, safety and efficacy and the importance of what Fran has just described, just driving and helping you to reach a target value of glucose is critical. Just better time in range, less variability. That's what it's all about. But we also heard a lot of you talking about trying to live with diabetes, not for diabetes. So I think this system gives you the choice of having a great therapy and also of optimizing your life. It really puts you in the driver's seat. It puts you at the center of having a great discussion with your doctors and figuring out what is right for you. So I think the conversation between the doctor and the patient is really going to be different and elevated, because this system gives you that choice. And it gives you the choice because it's actually a two-in-one, kind of two breakthroughs. The first breakthrough is the fact that it brings in the suspend below capabilities that we have had outside of the US for the last year. So you can get into the system, take advantage of the suspend before low, the predictive sort of mode. And then it clearly takes advantage of this auto mode, which is where we would like you to be. But the most important thing is it gives you the choice. It puts you in control to have a great conversation and figure out the right balance between your what's right from a therapy point of view and what's right from a lifestyle point of view. So I think it's a really breakthrough to bring in kind of a two-in-one concept into the market and put you in the driver's seat.
Well, and it's a new pump platform. We listened to you, so it's got all the features, we hope, waterproof, color screen, more menu-driven. It's what our new 670G pump is built in, and I'm just really excited about it. Look at mine's pink. Yeah.
There'll be colors, you know,
Colors
waterproof.
galore, yes.
You know, it's a great, we talked about that it's a great screen in terms of the visual comfort and just the visual clarity that comes in. It's a very smart screen. So there's a lot of good stuff that it comes from a practical lifestyle point of view. And we've got a lot more ideas on how to make it better, so we'll keep working on it.
Right.
I know you got a lot of ideas. And
just so everybody knows, we all have job security because we're not done. I mean, we're going to keep, this is a big, huge advance, and we're going to keep making it better.
And we're going to keep making it better.
Absolutely.
So speaking of making things better, one of the things that we hear a lot about is like, this is really exciting. I'm going to let the system do some stuff for me, but that means that, I really want to be able to trust this sensor. So tell me, is it new, and what's going on there, Louis?
Yeah, so I think the sensor is really almost the highlight of the whole system. I know we talk about the pump and how good it is and precise to deliver certain amounts of insulin and all of its color and waterproof features. We've talked a lot about the algorithm and how smart it is. It's really the smartest sort of device algorithm kind of combination. But I think the highlight for us, for a lot of us, is really about, this is the first ever trusted sensor to drive an hybrid closed loop. That is unheard of. Again, I think we're so proud to be the first to do that. So it's absolutely unsurpassed in terms of its performance. It's the best ever that we've had at Medtronic, and we've created this category and its generations over what we have in the marketplace. So completely different experience. And what it's more is it allows us to drive action through the hybrid closed loop. So I think the sensor, I think we're absolutely delighted to have Guardian 3 as part of our family.
Right. Yeah. I think we're there with the sensor, with combination. I mean, it's really kind of three pieces: the sensor, the algorithm, the pump. We've been working on it for a long time, and boy, it landed.
Yes, exactly. So one of the top questions I'm seeing here is a lot of questions about MiniMed Connect and whether it's compatible with this new system. Do you want to take that?
Yeah, so MiniMed Connect is not compatible with the system, and we wanted to make it, and we've got, in our journey that Fran is describing, we're on a race to bring you connectivity and improve connectivity, but Connect is not currently part of the system, and obviously decisions had to be made. We wanted to make the hybrid closed loop, to bring it out into the market as fast as possible, so that is what we've prioritized, and we're working fast to make it more connected.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm seeing lots and lots of questions about insurance and access and upgrades and programs. So how about I take this one? First of all, the most important thing that everyone needs to know is about the Priority Access Program. So if you're really excited to get started on MiniMed 670G. We mentioned that won't be available until the spring. However, the best way to do that is to go ahead and move to MiniMed 630G now. So if you do that, and this is for anyone who purchased MiniMed 630G between August 11th and whenever we ship MiniMed 670G at some point in the spring, you'll be eligible to upgrade from MiniMed 630G to MiniMed 670G for $299. And if you want to take advantage of end of year benefits, because we're coming up here in the US, right? This is where with the whole benefit situation. And that price can actually be reduced to $0, provided that you participate in a system access program. So obviously there's the restrictions that apply as with anything, and you're going to want to find out more and dig into all of the details. And the best way to do that is to go to the website, which is www.medtronicdiabetes.com/priority-access. So that is the best way for that. Some of the other questions are...
Let me touch on that a little bit more too, Carrie. So, so hopefully you'll take advantage of the priority access, and we're trying to make this as easy as possible to Medtronic patients. We think this is going to be a great opportunity. Fran, I'm sure you can talk a lot about new patients that are considering a new therapy. I think this is a great opportunity for seriously thinking about 670 and a pump therapy. I think it's also great for a lot of patients are using different systems. We think this system is head and shoulders above a lot of other systems. So it is worth it to hopefully take a look at the priority access. But I know you've got a lot of passion for new patients and what this can do.
Yeah. I do. And again, as Louis suggested, you can wear it right as a pump and a sensor, our threshold suspend, our predictive low glucose management system, suspend before low, or then the hybrid closed loop. So it's got everything in there. The sensor, when you buy 630, it's not the sensor that you will get when you get to the 670.
It's important.
But we'll upgrade you, and we're just really excited because I think it gives maximal choice to somebody, and not just choice, but to get to the best therapy that's out there, the proven therapy that can really make a difference for somebody's overall outcomes, control, and life.
Yeah. And like Fran said, this is the same platform, MiniMed 630G and 670G on the same platform. So this gives you an opportunity to go ahead and get used to the platform, and Priority Access Program puts you first in line to get the new MiniMed 670G system. So that's really exciting. We had a question about insurance coverage and reimbursement, and we can tell you that the team here that works on that is working very, very hard. And I think the conversations that they've had have gone very well. You do have our commitment that we are absolutely going to do our best there in order to ensure access for people. So let's see, any closing thoughts from each of you?
Well, I'll start. So I started my journey as a healthcare provider in diabetes when all we had was animal insulin and urine testing. So we've come a long way. I have dreamed about automating insulin delivery actually from the beginning of my career, and we're actually here. It's just a huge leap. It's a game changer. It's what I think everybody who goes on it will appreciate as a improvement in lifestyle and an improvement in outcomes. And I'm just hoping you'll consider using it and doing better as a result.
Yeah, I think we're just tremendously proud. I mean, Fran, you've been the champion in the whole company. So we're tremendously proud of this. We're humbled, and we're really in awe and admiration of this milestone of what has transpired. So we're taking this as a big responsibility. We want to make it right. Fran, you're doing a lot of work with our education, our training, touching a lot of the people that will be coming out. And helping patients. Our service, more than 1,000 of our service representatives in San Antonio will be part of this. So we're just really taking this very seriously, trying to really set this as a different approach of bringing new therapy into the marketplace. So this is a great time to hear from you, from the community. Would welcome your feedback over the next few months. We've got a chance to make it better, to address a lot of questions. So we'll welcome your your feedback, but we're really excited, and we take this very seriously. Big responsibility for us.
Yeah. Well, thank you both. We really, really appreciate you taking time out of your day to come and spend with us and talk to our community. Thank you, community, for tuning in, and please continue to stay tuned. We look forward to doing more of these types of events in the future. And we're listening. Always send us your questions via Facebook, via our blog, via Twitter, and let us know what you're thinking, and we'll do our best to answer them.
It's like technology meets technology, right?
I know.
So we're on a
Exciting.
streaming phone right now to talk about the latest in diabetes technology. So it's kind of exciting.
It is exciting. And so I have to end for important safety information about any of the products that we talked today. Please visit medtronicdiabetes.com/important safety information. And again, the link for the Priority Access Program is medtronicdiabetes.com/priority-access. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.